Hi everyone, I'm very excited to give you a quick tour of the new Workscape Analytics and show you the premium users workflow. We start off with our new sign-in page, and as usual, you would put in your username and password, and it will log you on to the new Workscape. This far left column is called your nav bar. You can expand it out to make it larger to see what are the names of the pages. Your view will be slightly different because you will not have some of these admin access pages. However, you will have the top couple of tabs, the RFC checklist for the basic view of Workscape, and the premium RFC checklist, as well as the DOT SOC lookup. Just to show you that page really quickly, it looks very similar to the former Workscape version of this. You can search by any of these search boxes and find what you're looking for. You can also sort by any of these columns to find things quickly. Now, what I really would like to show you is the premium users workflow. So how are you going to navigate Workscape as a premium user? How do you get to all of the things that you're used to seeing in Workscape? Starting with our RFC checklist. It looks very similar to the old RFC checklist with a couple of cool upgrades. So the first upgrade being this close all option. The RFC checklist is very, very long. So instead of having to scroll to find certain things that you're looking for, you now have the option to close all of these super ORS categories and find what you're looking for quickly. Now, if you do like that checklist format as you're accustomed to it, the default is that all of these categories are open, and so you can definitely scroll to find what you're looking for. I want you to notice in the top right corner, our calculate button is frozen on our screen. As we scroll down, we can access the calculate button at any point on the RFC checklist. So you no longer have to scroll all the way back up to the top in order to calculate. Let's click a couple of things to add to our profile number one. Let's start with something very simple like SVP2 and light. You may have noticed that as I clicked a category, we marked this shading in the top left corner, marked these two categories. If you close all, you'll notice that only SVP and physical demands has this marking. That's to give you a visual cue that those super categories have things selected in them. If it does not have this black marking, that means that nothing is selected from those super categories. So it's just a good visual cue, a reminder to you on where you have things selected and where you do not have things selected. So with this very simple profile of SVP2 and light, I'm going to go ahead and calculate. And it brings us to our new jobs page. Let's take a moment and look around here. The columns of the jobs page are in the same order except for our checkboxes. Our checkboxes have moved to the far left-hand column. You can still click on them and highlight the jobs that you like to view. For DOT examples or representative DOT titles, you simply hover over this plus sign in the DOT example column, and it will give you a representative title, code, strength, SVP, and the date last updated. I want to remind everyone that this page sorts by full-time jobs only. However, if you'd like to view all jobs, both part-time and full-time, you can do so using this toggle, and it will adjust. Another really cool new feature of the Premium Jobs page is this filtering option right here. If you click this filtering option, you have the capability to display or hide the earnings information columns. So if you are just doing Social Security disability hearings and you do not have a need for the earnings information, you can choose to hide it and it will remove it from your view. Kind of takes away some of the clutter and some of those extra columns that you just don't need to see. However, if you'd like to add them back, simply go here again, check it, and they will be added back. One feature of Premium is that you can sort by state and locality. You can also see the job numbers for at the national level in purple, the state level in blue, and the local level in green. One really awesome feature that I'm excited to show you guys that's new is these breadcrumbs. On the top right-hand corner of your page, in order to navigate quickly from one page to the other, instead of clicking back and having pages refresh, you can follow these breadcrumbs from one page to the other. Because I want to show you a very exciting new feature, we'll go back to our RFC checklist. Okay, back at the checklist. If we would like to go to profile number 2, we can duplicate from number 1 and then add a couple of things. Let's add fine manipulation occasionally, gross manipulation seldomly, and reaching overhead seldom. We'll click calculate, and we're back at our jobs page. Now, if you wanted to go back to profile number 1's results, instead of having to go back to the RFC checklist and recalculate back for profile 1, you can do that from right here on the jobs page. If you click on profile number 1, the jobs page will reload the results for the RFC from profile number 1. If you want to go back to profile number 2, click it again, and it will recalculate for profile number 2. We think that this feature is going to save you so much time and effort when you are live in a hearing. You can also do this from our SOC details page. So as usual, our SOC details page are hyperlinked here in this column. If we take a look at cashiers, you'll know that the default here is to only show the RFC categories. However, if you wanted to see all of the ORS informations, you can toggle and click show all, and it will do that for you. And again, that new feature, if you wanted to look at the numbers for this specific SOC cashiers, for profile number 2, here's your information. Now, if you want to compare it to what numbers look like for this SOC, but with the RFC of profile 1, again, you don't have to go back to the RFC checklist. You just click profile 1 right here, and it will recalculate for you. We're very excited about this feature and hope that you find it useful. Back on our jobs page. Okay, I think this covers this aspect. You do still have access to your pop-ups. So the methodology is here for quick reference, the data sets, as well as the differences in definition between ORS and Social Security. We are very excited about these upgrades and hope that you enjoy using our new interface. We thank you so much for being a Workscape customer. You guys take care. Thank you.